Is Russia really going to invade Ukraine?
Well, that's very much the question on everyone's mind right now. It's estimated that there are somewhere between 130,000 and 150,000 Russian troops along the Ukrainian border, not only in Russia along the border, but also in neighboring Belarus and also in the Crimea as well. And the U.S. has been saying for several weeks now that the Russians could invade at any moment, that there are enough troops there to launch an attack on Ukraine. In the last 24 hours, Russia has said that they are beginning to withdraw some of those troops from the border, which is seen as a good sign, as a sign maybe of de-escalation. But according to U.S. and NATO officials, they say, we don't know how many troops Russia is withdrawing. We don't know where they're going. And even if they withdraw some troops, there will still be plenty of Russian troops along the Ukrainian border to launch a massive attack into the country. So while Russia's claim that they are withdrawing some troops is seen as a good sign, there is still the concern that Russia has plenty of troops to launch an attack on Ukraine, and really no one knows what is in the mind of Vladimir Putin.
Is there any possible way to reach diplomatic solution?
The signs we've seen the last few weeks was that diplomacy is keeping people talking, it's keeping people engaged. We've seen a flurry of activity from Emmanuel Macron, the French president, coming to both Kyiv and to Moscow. We've seen Chancellor Scholz, the German chancellor, arrive here into the region as well. They're talking, and what we heard from the Kremlin yesterday and heard from the White House yesterday as well, which is that nobody wants a war. So that's a good sign. The problem is there are still this more than 100,000, maybe as many as 150,000 Russian troops on the border. Russia says these are just training exercises, that this mass of troops is not an invasion force. But most people looking at it say this is a bigger force than is needed for a training exercise. So there's still this concern. But as long as world leaders are talking, I think there's a good sense that a war can be averted. But as long as these troops are along the border, there is still going to be this concern.